Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. How you doing today? Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. How you doing today? Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you haven't had to deal with this too much. I'm gonna see if I can get this working for you today. So, let's see if we can get this to run. Alrighty, testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. How's that volume mixing? How's that?
It was about initially, it sounded like about a 10-second-ish delay.
Yep, there's it's supposed to have a delay. It's just more, how's the volume? Is it like, can you hear the game music without it being too loud?
Yeah. Volume's good on both.
Like, can you hear the game music without it being too loud?
And that's the fan if you didn't figure that out.
Apparently I just turned the music off, so let's fix that. Alright guys, let's see how this is going. Hey there, bud. How's it going? Pardon the double audio there. Was having to test the audio mixing with my own phone. How's that sound to you? Still sounds a bit loud to me, but that's me personally. To be fair, I've been fiddling with this quite a bit. Oh geez, that bad? Well, tell me a bit about it. Still echoing? Shit. Well, let me see if I can get that fixed for you. Messing with the settings is a bit hard on me. Testing. See if I can get this working. Honestly, the settings has been the hardest part about all of this. Try as I might, I just cannot seem to get it to work properly. Is it the game echoing, or is it me? Let me see if I can lower this down a bit. Is that better? Oh, shoot, dude, I'm sorry about the house. Let me see if it's the microphone. Is that any better? 1 second. Yeah, sorry it's such a hassle. I'm still getting used to this. This was actually... only reason I had it live is because it was the only way I could make it so I could watch it on my phone. Wait, it was working then? It's all good? Let me stop fiddling with stuff real quick and see if that works. It's a bit of a delay, so I can't always tell. But yeah, I'm sorry about the house, man. That's not good. I was having an anxiety attack with... Ah, here, let me fix that. I apologize. There we go. So, I believe I can edit this live. Still getting used to all these little tiny settings. Where is the setting I'm looking for? Stream settings. Stream latency. Isn't there a setting to change the conversation bit? Using OBS. Directly to YouTube. It's taking me a bit of time getting used to everything. I've been fighting it. I just realized that apparently I wasn't using the proper audio link. So it seems that when you're trying to connect the audio video, you have to actually do the video and the audio separately. Which, that was a realization right there. But let me pull this up. So I have a feeling that I have to adjust the actual chat thing in YouTube, because it won't let me do it here. I was debating using Twitch, but I'm trying to get viewers on this, so it made sense. Let me go ahead and check my streaming. Is there a way of changing the settings for streams live? Or am I... Is it still echoing, or is that just me? There we go. Edit. Customization, live chat, reply, slow mode off. There we go. That should be good. Slow mo should be off. You're good. Awesome. So it must be just my headset. But is the audio for my voice to the volume of the game okay? Sorry to make you do my quality support here. It's just me still futzing with it. I think I'm doing pretty good. This has been me doing basically an entire day's worth of fiddling. I'm not quite happy with the overlay, but that was just a quick, you know, photo P edit. Oh, it's making me sign in again. Okay. That's the one thing I'm going to have to get used to with this. But yeah, just, I'm sorry about the house, man. I know you've been having some struggles with that lately. I would say I honestly would prefer doing Twitch, just because I hear Twitch is a bit more popular, but I'm just figuring this was a good way of me taking a break, since I'm switching up the release schedules on my videos. I'm actually going to be doing the recording and editing for my next video tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll be doing a longer stream in the evening. But since this is also my work computer, I couldn't be messing with it until then. There we go. There we go. Okay, why did it pull that up when I just wanted to chat? Okay, why did it pull that up when I just wanted to chat? Okay, why is it echoing? Oh, okay. Okay, why is it echoing? Oh, okay. Remove the doc for that. Add the chat doc back. Remove the doc for that. Add the chat doc back. Oh, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Oh, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? I was trying to get there was a chat going on the left side, and I was trying to look at it and respond to it, and apparently there was a chat going on the left side, and I was trying to look at it and respond to it, and apparently I know there's an option for doing an overlay, and I didn't want to do that yet. I know there's an option for doing an overlay, and I didn't want to do that yet. Now I need to figure out how to turn off this because it's echoing now because it's listening to the audio of my thing. Now I need to figure out how to turn off this because it's echoing now because it's listening to the audio of my thing. Settings. That's going to be a pain. Settings. There it is. Okay, does that work? Let's see if that works. So the way I have it set up in my chat, actually, I'm just going to send it to you in a Discord message. Maybe you can have a better option on that. But yeah, I have it set up now so that it is on the left side of the OBS screen. And it's been working okay, but I tried sending a heart to your last message. And then it's like, nope, I'm just gonna, you know, screw you over real quick. And now I can't seem to reset it to back where it was. It also seems to be saying that my stream is below the actual thing it wants to do, which is odd because it was doing just fine a second ago. Okay, is it back to being okay now? Okay, I think it's back to being okay. Now I just need to figure out how to get this thing back to where I want it. Because I don't want this weird widget it's got going. Because the chat I had a second ago was just black on black. It's a lot of learning curve here. So let me see. Is there a way of breaking this and then trying to reset it? Because that would be nice. No, it's just me trying to figure it out. It's being its own level of pain. So I think I'm just going to try and edit it out. So let me see if I can. Guys, custom browser docs, cancel, close. And if I close that one as well. I don't know why, but the chat will not go back to the way I had it before, which is what I wanted. It was easier for me to see it that way. But oh well, I will just have to deal with that problem. But either way, I will put the headphones back in. So, tell me about more about the, like, let me scroll back up here because I didn't see too much here. I'll let you know YouTube has been okay so far. It's been better than TikTok. I don't know if I told you about that hassle. I ended up having to delete the original TikTok channel I had going because it locked me out for like a solid month and a half. And I have never met anything that has been that much of a hassle to try to talk to somebody in it because it refused to let me have anybody respond. Anyways, before I get distracted here, it's time to remove Blanche. Withdraw. Oh, that's right. I have to put something in there first before it'll let me withdraw. So, sorry, Aragog, you're getting deposited. Take out Blanche. Still worried about the audio levels on this. Let me... Is that too loud still? No. honestly, I think I might have to do it in the actual computer just because it's being a bit too loud for me personally. That's better. Sorry for the dead air, y'all. Just trying to get this all set up. But yeah, now that I've got that taken care of, let's see if I can actually win this gym fight, because I got trounced my first time around. This has been actually a lot of fun to fiddle around with. Especially, I was just so happy to actually catch the Ghastly, because Ghastly is one of my favorites because Gengar up to Blissey. Gengar, Blissey, and Lucario's not in this one, but also Abracadabra or Alakazam. But let's see. Blanche needs the EXP share, so I'm going to switch Flora up there. And then I'm just going to do some leveling. Get ready for this next gym fight that really trounced me. Yeah, like, it's been weird to actually come back to the OG games again. Because I was really looking forward to maybe trying to do like Let's Go Eevee, but I ended up really not liking the berry and movement control aspects. I'm definitely going to have to edit my chat bit because I realize now that it has like credit going to background music that is not currently being played because it's set to my default. Though it is cool because I think, yep, I can make all these amazing little bits pop up. Did it go back to the original? Like, or is this just the delay? Ghastly? Really? After it took me all that time to find you in the tower, and this is when you show up. But yeah, no, so I'm really happy to have the Ghastly. I'm looking for this next gem fight. I tried it the first time and I did not go well, so I'm gonna have to like power up just a smidge. I'm trying to avoid over leveling because I think that's a bit obnoxious, but gotta have a little bit of an edge. I ended up playing PTU today, which is Pokemon Tabletop United. I had a lot of fun playing that. It was most of a roleplay section. We're getting ready for these contests, partially because of players out, so we don't want to do too much without them being there. But I'm also looking forward to because we're preparing for a water gym battle, and we've had the best setup when it comes to gym battles. We've got one badge, and we've tried about 3 or 4 times, if I can't quite remember. So this next gym fight is going to be really important. We just ended up losing to our rivals because the way things works in PTU is you can have hands-on or like full contact battles, and I made MayPC to be a full contact guy. He's up in there punching. He's the pastel himbo, if anybody's actually checked that out. But he's a sweetheart. But I got up into the fray of things, and that was not the right call. Apparently, the name of the game is stay as far back as you can and just launch things at a distance. And I wasn't really anticipating that. But it's been interesting overall. I've been having fun with it. I can't tell if this is all the way caught up. Let me talk to this guy. But yeah, so the next gym battle is gonna be for grass, but we ended up having to lie to the my in-game like boyfriend. It's a long story because they're a straight-laced person, and our team is just team morally gray so far, which has been amusing. But it's like, oh, there's a super secret like nature preserve that has all these dinosaur type Pokemon or dinosaur like Pokemon. And the person that's running the game is really cool. Their name's Wally, and they have like this really cool homebrew decks that we call that's called the Idealis decks because Idealis is the continent. And there's some dinosaurs in there that one of the other people really wants, and it's like, shoot, I don't want to lie, but we really like shouldn't be dragging him into this. So it's like trying to tell him the truth, but also like not have him just be like, no, that's illegal. I'm going to call the cops. So fortunately, we were able to convince him, but I'm feeling really bad about it. And now we're getting ready for our next steps, which is like infiltrating this secret little island. And it's going to be interesting because we have so many Pokemon already, and we keep getting into fights where we're not quite ready to have it happen yet. I won't say that we're like under leveled. It's just like we're just not catching the strategy. And like we've been trying. So we've just been brute forcing everything we can. And it works on occasion, but it's not what I would call the most smooth. Ending up to being like, how do we go? Back in our very first gym fight, it's actually really close. We were really nervous because we had a slight type disadvantage. Ironically enough, my guy, his Pokemon are all, not all of them, but there's a solid mix of them who just happen to have like, how do I put it? They are all a bit edgy. They have a lot of dark types, ghost types, stuff like that. And the gym was like supposed to be like a normal radiant type, which is a homebrew type in this thing. And radiant's really strong against dark and ghost and stuff like that. So it's like you can't waddle into combat with that and not expect to get some things. And we got really close actually. It was really disappointing because I think the biggest thing happened is that I kept focusing down on the Chansey they had out because I didn't want it to heal stuff, but it probably wasn't the best call, and that's on me. I probably should have dealt with a damage dealer, but it was like your first instinct is always take out the healer, right? And funnily enough, we ended up catching a Chansey now, and I'm working my way to leveling up it to be a Blissey. Uh, we have an ability in the game where I can actually like communicate with Pokemon, so I get to hear their voices. And this Blissey was in like this nature preserve area where all like the baby Pokemon are because that's where like all the parents go to like nest and hatch eggs. And so we talked to it, and it had this cigarette smoking, angry 60-year-old nurse voice. And she's, what you want, honey? And I'm like, I'm fucking catching that because I can't not catch a nurse Ratchet. I ended up calling her Ratchet because like I couldn't. It was just perfect. So we ended up catching that, but back to but with the first gym battle, we ended up being very close. And so we tried training for the second gym fight. And like we did some research, we like watched some videos. We ended up role playing like this fun scene where we all just kind of like got into like this like study hall kind of vibe. And then we did the gym fight, and the first thing that happened is like we had a Matang, and I can't remember what else we had up, but it was like basically the way it works is since we have a party of 3 people at a time, though we'll have one of each of our Pokemon out, and the gym leader will have 3 Pokemon out, and it's a 3v3 because that's the only way it's fair for everybody to be out. And the first thing they did was I think it was like gra- uh, grass pledge, which then immediately got followed up by like water pledge and fire pledge, which nuked the Matang to the ground. And we're like, we're done. Nope, calling it. Because we could not take that. It took out a Matang. Those things are hardy as hell. And so we did eventually do our next gym fight, which we finally won. It was close. It was very close. We were nervous. Uh, and now we just did a trainer battles with our rivals. There's a lot. I'm skipping a lot. Even I can't keep track of all of it. But our next goal is this water gym. And what's cool is we do actually have a lot of good, strong grass types. Problem is they're just not leveled. And so I'm sitting there going like, well, maybe we should go and do trainer battles. So the way that it works in the game is you have a phone, like everybody gets a universal phone and it's super advanced. And it's kind of like the versus seeker kind of deal, but you basically go onto an app and you advertise that you want a competition. Everybody agrees to the restrictions of the fight. You both wager up your money, and then as long as you don't do anything that goes against the rules that you both agreed to, winner takes the money. And so it'd be very good because I'm not gonna lie, in life and in game, I'm super worried about us being broke because we spent so much time not having any money at all. But I just wanted like getting some money, getting some XP, and getting some notoriety would be good because we're currently dealing with like not being very well known, which is rough because you want like notoriety in this game because that's how you get sponsorship deals and little things. It's really intrinsic, like interesting how interesting it is because it's one of the things I always really wanted to do in a Pokemon game was be able to be an actual trainer that actually like had a specific goal, like a martial artist in this. And so in the game, I'm actually a martial artist or a guardian ace trainer. And the way it works is you get to pick up to 4 things and smash them together. Sometimes you can take some other stuff, but so I have martial artist, ace trainer, uh, or a guardian, and I ended up taking something called like enduring soul, which I haven't done much with, but that one's whole gimmick is like being able to like keep your Pokemon from like falling down. I took it primarily for its main ability, which lets you ignore stat relations and put just as much as you want to HP. But I haven't been doing much for that either, so that one is on me. I just yeah, you learn as you play. It's been my first time really getting into that type of system. I'm so used to others, like because I do end up playing a lot of different TTRPGs. Uh, I'm really hoping to one day play Fate, and I'm really looking forward to the new Kids on Bike system, not Kids on Bike system, but the new update to it, version 2. It's going to be really cool for me because I think there's a lot that you can do with that, and I just love the way it has it set up with the I keep hitting Pokedex every time. I love how they have the the way that your stats are your dice. So there's no misunderstanding what stat you're putting on anything. It's just use your dice and there you go. So I'm gonna give Blanche this. Give XP share. Blanche has the XP share, and then I'm gonna move some. Honestly, I'm gonna move Irwin because he's gonna switch with Floor, so I don't have to go back and heal. But yeah, so we've been really looking forward to getting that, but I'm super excited to get some new game systems coming in. I was actually giving out one of my business cards at work because somebody was getting something from Pathfinder. And as much as I'm okay with the system I have now, I honestly want to learn Pathfinder just because I feel like I can't, in good conscience, still. I'm not giving any more money to Wizards of the Coast, but I'm going to have to learn some other systems. And so I've been learning Fate. I already have, I believe it's called Unbound or Unwound, which is that card based system, which is really cool. Uh, Obviously PTU, which is becoming one of my new personal favorites just because how interesting and interwoven every little bit is. I picked up the Die system, which is based off the graphic novel, which is super good. Highly recommend that graphic novel. I just love the idea of coming back to decisions you made when you didn't think there were going to be repercussions to actions and like having to deal with that. And I think that's a really nifty system idea. And the way they have that one set up is all your stuff is based on a grid pattern, and you can choose which way you want to expand your grid. So it's all triangle like grid, and it's got these really cool, like, there's God Binder and so much other little tiny things. But I ended up having to go with, I don't want to say what I ended up going with, but I ended up liking how that one works just because it sets itself apart. It really does. Because how often do you actually have a game based on that type of thing? But one of the other ones I recently, not recently, a couple months ago, I went to a thing called Drinking and Dragons, which is a local event for us. And there is this thing you can do where you will go and you put in these tickets. I believe the thing right there for that day was going to charity for a Polish veteran fair. It was, we were at the Polish house and it was for veterans. And I'm not gonna lie, I put in way more money than I should have because I was like, it's for charity. You're not gonna feel bad about putting money in for charity. But I ended up, and there's a ghastly again. I spent so much time looking for male ghastlies, and now I'm getting all the male ghastlies. But I put a lot more money into it than I should have, but I was happy about it. I was looking for Girls by Moonlight, and I ended up getting Savage Worlds, but I was happy either way, just because I was donating money. But it was a bit more than I would have been willing to donate. But at the end, it was for a good cause, and I was happy about it. At that note, I would love it if I could have somebody in the chat to talk with because I feel like I'm talking to myself. And I know how it is. Sometimes you're just going to end up talking to yourself on these things, but it is nice when you can talk with other people. It's actually what got me into TTRPGs in the first place is being a bit alone. You don't end up wanting to just, long story short, I was in Ohio at the time, and Ohio is not what I would call the most expectant place to actually play. Oh, look, a person. Hello. I was sitting here talking to myself, and that's a bad sign. I was just talking about how what got started me into TTRPGs. Living in Ohio, it's not the best place for actually playing games with people. It ended up being like an hour's drive from where I live to the nearest game shop. Oh God, Wisconsin? Really? I mean, it's beautiful up there, but that's going to be a drive for anything. What do you end up doing there? Oh, come on, don't paralyze him. Don't paralyze him. Dang it, paralyzed. Come on, buddy. Oh, shoot, no. Wait, have you been one of the people I talk with in my thing and I'm just not recognizing the name? I work as a store DM and the board game TTRPG guy at my GameStop here. I live in Connecticut, so it's interesting to talk with somebody else that does something very similar. I had debated doing it online, but I'm just not great at VTTs. So every time I try to do one, I just feel so overwhelmed. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel bummed because I have bought all these minis and I have all these little things I want to play with, and it's like not the same to me. By the way, just to be excited. Oh my god, somebody on the chat. It's quite possible. I'm not gonna lie. If you tell me what your name is, I can look it up right now. I can't tell if it's on Twitter or Blue Sky, but I am learning a lot of these. It's a slow grow. I think I've been doing really good because I only started this channel in January, and I'm actually getting a lot of really cool people to talk with. And I'm glad I did it because I'd been telling myself for years that I would make something, and it's like, no, I can't do it. I'm too busy with work. I'm too stressed, and it's like, no, this year I'm doing it. So this isn't exactly TTRPG related, but I've been putting off playing this for ages. Thank you. If you're ever curious on getting another one of these, Cruz, who's tied in there, is on Twitter. They do such amazing work. They take my ridiculous little ideas and make them just adorable. I think they made it work out because I was like, I need something that looks kind of punk but approachable. The cool thing is the vest that I'm wearing in the model is actually based off of a vest I own in real life. I actually have two battle vests, which is like what they call the punk vests. And I was like, if you could take some of the pins and some of the patches off this, I would really appreciate it because it means a lot to me. So the Stay Feral one that's on my lapel, that's actually one that I have. And then I asked them to mark their work because their logo is like a little bee person, so that's where the bee came from. I shouldn't have limiter on this, so hopefully that's off. I had to fix that. But yeah, I've been putting off playing this game, and it's like I can't play this game unless I'm actually doing something with it. So I was like, I will play this if I can get a thing going. Funnily enough, my laptop is so old that it wouldn't. Well, it's not old. It's so weak that it couldn't handle streaming. But my partner's 10-year-old gaming laptop can, which goes to show how certain PCs are definitely better than others. This is like an MSI, and the thing is rad. It's got the whole glowy rainbow effect. But it's also funny because it's 10 years old, so its drivers were so out of date that it would not be able to update. So I had to do some weird finagling to make it actually want to work. So I'm going to swap you to the top. Is it replaying the old stuff, or is it just going back to the beginning? Okay, yeah, it is going back to the beginning. I keep finding Ghastlies, and I was in Sprout Tower for like 2 hours trying to get a male Ghastly because I wanted to call it this. I'm playing PTU, which is that Pokemon Tabletop United thing, and in game, I had to get 3 Pokemon were guaranteed because they were my favorites. So it was a Lucario, a Gengar, and an Alakazam because those are my top 3 favorites. And part of why Gengar and Alakazam are my favorites because I never actually got to play with one as a kid because I didn't have any friends. So there was nobody you could trade with. So I played the original Pokemon. I want to say, I can't remember if it was Fire Red or Leaf Green, whichever was the original version. I ended up having a level 99 Haunter and a level 99 Kadabra, which they're still cool. It just wasn't the ones I wanted. But so I'm playing PTU, Pokemon Tabletop United, and so it's like, okay, I'm gonna ask for Lucario or Riolu as my starter, and I'm sure I'll be able to find a Ghastly and an Abra, and I did. And so my Ghastly, or it's no Haunter, but he is called Sartorius. and then I'm gonna name and then I'm gonna name my Abra when I get one, Alistair. Alistair Crowley, if you get the reference. I enjoy that weird kooky stuff. I'm sorry, I'm talking way too much, but at the same time I'm the one streaming. I'd like to hear more about you, and honestly, I don't hear enough from professional DMs because I've asked a few and I think it's really nifty. Do you end up doing a lot of this in person or do you do your stuff off of VTTs? Come on. Always growls. Come on, you're gonna level up so fast. There we go. Honestly, I'm glad that you did the pause at the 19 because too many people were treating that like it wasn't something, and it really was. I I worked at a grocery store during that, and it was hell. I'm not even gonna lie. So I've heard of Foundry. Is that the one where you have the individual models? Because the two I'm most familiar with are Roll20, which I know is like more map based, and then there's Owlbear Rodeo, which I've never actually seen. And out of curiosity, are your campaigns like long running, or do you have like smaller things and then like is it like a package deal where someone's like, oh, I want you to run this campaign for us, or do you design things specifically for people? Because I think that's actually pretty interesting. I've not actually run a module like a campaign. I've done like bits and bobs off of modules myself, but I intend to end up making campaigns so I can focus on specific things. At least that's how I run mine. One of these days I do need to run like an official campaign just so I can say I did it. But I end up not liking it myself just because it feels like I'm always referring back to a book. Oh, sweet. Learn a new move. Forgotten Realms is a good place to go. Like, I feel like it gets used a little too often sometimes, but it is one of the best options. Were you the one doing the no, there was somebody that was actually doing like for March 10th, they wanted to do an entire game where everybody ended up being like a mushroom person. I can't remember the toads. Yeah, they went to, or they would play a toad, and I was like, that's hilarious, and I wish I could have joined in on that. But yeah, like it's really cool when you can make a campaign just focused on the players. Not like I say that saying that I don't want the game to only about what the players want to play, because obviously the DM also needs to have fun. But it's nice when you can make it so like their characters intermesh with the world. It's very much one of those like quid pro quos, like a DM makes a world for the players, but the players have to make a character for the world. Tone, God, the name is escaping me. I'm gonna pull up my Twitter. I know I've just followed you guys too because I thought it looked really cool, and I just can't remember it. My memory is one of those things where it's just not the greatest. Let's take a look. Following. That's what it was. Okay, yep. It was gonna bug me. It's like I knew I recognized the name and I could not find it. Links, tone of adventure, people. That's not coming up. Oh, it put tomb for some reason. There it is. Yep, I know exactly who you are. I apologize. Wow, I've not actually been following you guys. That is my shame. Just did it now. But I've been seeing you guys around. As soon as I saw the L logo, I'm like, okay, yep, I know them. It's been a lot of funnily enough, I don't get a lot of interaction on Twitter as much as I'd like. I get a lot more on Blue Sky, but Twitter, for a lack, as much as it's egregious to me, it's still the place where the most people are. So you're trying to like find people on there, but it's like screaming into the void, hoping that somebody notices you. I'm loath to think of it, but it's like that Peter Griffin thing with like, call me, as he's throwing the business cards into the air. But you do still meet a lot of cool people. I ended up meeting two really cool folks on there. If you haven't had the chance yet, I highly recommend checking out Quill of Damocles. They do the really nice maps. And then there is somebody called Henry who does this thing called Emblem Trove. They actually did my channel logo. And they're just such sweet people. And they're working with me on videos right now. And I was like, Emblem Trove just happened because I was chatting with them, like wanting to ask them questions about how they made their stuff. And it's like, oh, maybe we should do a video. I'm like, yes, please, you're cool. And then Quill found out that we were doing a video and he's like, well, I want to do a video. I'm like, all you had to do was ask. So I'm doing a cool video. We're working on scripts now about how you do emblems and heraldries and stuff in games and like the best ways to like make those cool. Isn't Emblem awesome? Like they're just, I hope you get to chat with them. They're the sweetest person and they've got so many cool little life stories. But it's been cool because like you find some people that you really mesh with and you just want to chat with them more and just like, please tell me more about your life. How did you get where you are now? Well, so yeah, I'm doing a video with Emblem and it's really cool. We haven't gotten everything. We're still working on the script. They're also, I don't want to say too much about their life, but they work at a college. And so they're busy as hell right now. So they're currently like doing stuff. So it's slowed down a bit. Quill, on the other hand, is very much like me, where I'm a very much like, go, go, go. I need to get this done before I forget the words I was thinking. And we're already like 6 pages in. But I'm working with them on ways to make sure that you better utilize the map. Because a lot of people will just let things be static. The word I ended up using was immutable, like what is on the map cannot be changed and cannot be affected. And I think that's something that shouldn't apply. So we were discussing a lot of ways of not only utilizing the terrain that's there, but also making it a part of the world. So stuff as simple as, I don't want to give away too much here because I want you to watch the video, but we're discussing things about like making things destructible, engaging the players with the world itself being the challenge, how you might have boss effects actually change the terrain so it's not just damage, but actually like where your positioning is matters, stuff like that. And I'm loving how I can get some experience from them. It's funny because both Quill and Emblem have been talking to me about Lancer, and I'm normally not a big robot guy, but it sounds so cool, especially like just the mechs. But that's one of the things I'm loving about doing this is like I've spent I'm awful at years, but I've been playing TTRPG since I've been around 18, 19. And just getting somebody else's position is like they had a same time frame, but they've played different games, so we get to learn these other bits and bobs from one another. I'm still trying to convince them to play Mage the Awakening with me. It's either Awakening or Session, whichever one was book 2. But that was actually my first TTRPG, and man, that was like throwing somebody into a pool. But I just love the paradox system. It's just the sickest idea for a TTRPG is like, yeah, you can, creativity is key. The world does not like it when you do things that are obvious. It'll snap you back. Mage, yeah, Mage the Awakening. I literally just got a mint condition copy of it. And I was so ecstatic. The person that had it apparently wrote on sticky notes. So the book was mint. I was ecstatic. Because I'm one of those people where I can't stand it when somebody writes in the book. I get it, it's your own property, but it's like, please don't write in the book. The book gave you so much love. Please don't write in the book. But I got a mint copy and I want to play it so bad because I've not touched it forever. But everybody's playing Vampire the Masquerade, which no shame on them. I'm just not a vampire person. My partners make fun of me because I love crime dramas and like crime shows. Yeah, I will post it. Honestly, one second. Check your Twitter. I'm gonna post it right now. One second. I'll be right back. The funny thing is, I didn't. I'm back, by the way. Sorry. The funny thing is, I actually really liked it. It was a lot to get into, but I think what it was actually probably the best game for me to start with because it was crunchy, but it also had a major focus on describing and being creative with your things. So instead of, as much as I enjoy Vanky and Magic, it was very much a focus of like, how do you want to make this seem normal? Which I really liked. I believe that my first PC was, shoot, I based it as a self insert because at the time I was working as a lifeguard. Pardon me. I was working as a lifeguard. So I believe he was a life sphere or a water sphere. I can't remember exactly, but I do remember having to get quite creative with how I wanted to use the abilities. The people I was playing with, one ended up going shadow. And the only reason I remember that is because we had an entire fight where they spent the entire time hiding, only to come out the last second when we were already winning to finish it, which sucked. It's like, come on, man, we were dying out here. And I don't remember what the other guy was playing, unfortunately, but I do love the spheres. Plus, the pip system makes it a lot easier when you're tracking stats. And I think I went from that. I want to say it was third edition D&D and then into 3.5. I can't remember. And then I went from 3.5 to 4E, and then I ended up doing something with Fate. And then right around there is when I ended up having to stop because I got really busy with moving. At that time, I ended up going to from Ohio down to Connecticut. Well, actually, no. Because technically it was Ohio, Belfast, Ireland, back to Ohio, and then to Connecticut. And then when I moved to Connecticut is when I ended up doing like Saturday night, like Adventures League, picking up books and stuff. I'm still regretting some of the ones I lost over time. There were some really cool things I ended up picking up. But now I work at a game shop and I get things at basically half price or severely discounted. I'm actually debating what new thing I want to pick up. I meant to keep an eye on Pathfinder because I know that they were doing a new errata and apparently it's out, but I didn't realize that happened yet, and I'm like surprised. Because I've been happy with my system right now, but I'm not going to be giving any more money to Wizards of the Coast. But it would be nice to pick up Pathfinder just as another like person to give money to, especially because Paizo has just been really cool with all the stuff they've been doing for their folks. I think they just recently unionized, and I will always stand a union company. And then let's see, I picked up Die, which is so cool. If you've never read the graphic novel, or not graphic, actually, would it count as a graphic novel? It was a comic and it got made into a full thing, but Die is super interesting. The general concept of that one is this group of kids got ripped. I'm right there with you guys. Like, I'm gonna keep the books I have now and I'll still homebrew things, but Wizards of the Coast is not receiving any of my money. Hey there, bud. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, so I'm not giving any more money to them, but I would like to learn Paizo. Just not, oh, was not Paizo, Pathfinder. But I would like to also pick up some other things. I've been meaning to pick up Lancer just because I keep talking about it, and then I picked up Die just because I loved the graphic novel. The entire concept of these kids get like launched to a world because a guy who's their DM ends up feeling sad, and then they get brought to the real world. One of them is like severely injured, and they don't want to talk about it. And then years later, as adults, they actually have to contend with the decisions they made as kids, and it's so good. It's one of those things where like I've always been interested in a game where there's a time skip quotation mark, and you actually have to realize what you did in the past affected your future. Because like I feel a lot of games they just jump to like happy ending, but endings don't stay happy unless you work on them, if that makes sense. So I like the idea of repercussions to decisions. Though granted, in Die, they made a lot of very bad decisions. Thanks, bud. Yeah, it took me a hot minute, but I finally got it figured out. Uh, it just was me not knowing how audio settings work. It sounds like it's echoing to me, but I think that's just the headphone setup. But I'm hoping to you guys it sounds okay. One of the annoying things with streaming on YouTube is you can't do like a solo audio test. You basically have to put it on and then walk to another room. I'm glad. But I should be also doing this tomorrow at 9. So my plan is to come in sometime around like I want to say 7 or 9. I should have put up a voting on the channel. I probably should do that tonight. But whatever time is good for folks. And this is just me gonna be doing this, talking with folks about TTRPGs, playing a game I've been putting off for ages. And honestly, I just want to chat with folks that are interested in these type of things and get their point of views. I meant to ask you, what kind of games are you, Francis, looking to get into soon? Like, was there any like outliers that you're like, that might be our next pick? Because Dungeon Crawl Classics looks really good. I was looking into MCDM, uh, but I got you know that thing where somebody keeps pushing you on something so much where it puts you off it. They're like, this game's super cool, check it out, it's really great, it's 5e compliant. And it's like, and I was getting into it, and then it just became a thing where everybody just kept pushing it so much. I ended up just not wanting to look at it, which I know is silly, but that's how my brain works sometimes. Oh, seriously, all this time fighting this in Sprout Tower, and now I'm getting all the Ghastlies. All right, I think after this one, I'm going to give that gym one more try. Okay, so VTM, I'm not quite on just because the vampire thing. I've been wanting to play werewolves. That one looks good. But tell me more about Cypher, because I keep seeing that name everywhere, and like I know it's good, and I just haven't read it yet, which is on me. But there's only so many books I can read before it just starts bleeding. Is that one of the system neutral ones, or is that like its own like proprietary thing? Oh my god, yes. Have you seen Vassen yet? Vassen looks so good. There was somebody that was actually that did my okay. There was somebody that was doing the TTRPG Uprising thing the other day I did, and they had this really cool module for Leap Day that was based in the Vassen system, which had me sold immediately because one, Leap Day doesn't get used in things enough. There's a lot of funky stuff you could be doing with that. And Vassen, I just love. I don't think modern, like, what's the word I want to look for? It's not modern, but more like folksy horror game isn't done enough. Because there's just so many fucked up cryptids you could use. There you go. Yes, yes. Please check it out. But Vassen looks so good. Let me see what my Pokemon are. Okay, I'm gonna switch you there. But Nordic horror, yeah, Vaesen is so I love it. I love it so much. It looks so cool. I just haven't gotten the chance to really delve into it. Uh I'm also one of those weird people that likes the goofy things. So if you want something that's kind of fun just for the sake of fun, there is one that's called like Good Boy. It's based off of you being just a regular dog. One second, what is it called? RPG. TTRPG. I have it in my thing because I not Realm of Pugmire. It's in my freebie stuff. I get a lot of free RPG day stuff, and there's like it's like Good Boy or something. God, what the heck is it called? But it's a card-based system, and I love when it changes from the D20 because as much as I love the D20, I feel D20 gets used too much in games. So deck-based resolution mechanic is so interesting to me. It's part of why I ended up picking up one of these other like system neutral ones. It was called like Unbound, which is really cool, and because it also uses the chords for when you're setting up the encounters. You had to promise me if you do pick up Vaesen, you have to let me know what you think because it's so cool looking. I was talking about it earlier on the stream how much I really wanted to do a game in Kids on Bikes. I was waiting. Uh, in that case, I can definitely chat with you a few of them that I've been picking up. So, do you know? So this one is technically 5e compliant, but it is very much. I'm assuming you've heard of Animal. One second. Animal Adventures. One second. I'm trying to look at my game shelf across the corner from me here. What is it called? Because some of the ones I picked up recently are like Pugmire, Monarchy of Mao, uh, Unbound, Die, a bunch of other ones. Dungeons and Doggos. No, Dungeons and Doggos is actually my friend's webcomic that they're doing. But I can find the link. One second. So Animal Adventures is a game that has been done by who is the producer? I know the name of them. It's done by Steamforged. Is those people? So if you're looking for a cute comic, Dungeons and Doggos is really good. Doodle for food. It's gonna bug me if I can't remember the name of the one that's card based. That's also NG. It's gonna bug me. What is it? Card based dog TTRPG. Heckin' good doggos. That's what it is. So if you're looking for another good indie RPG, Heckin' Good Doggos is super adorable. It's a deck-based resolution mechanic where you're actually playing as just regular dogs. And so you're dealing with dog problems like escaping from a pound, rescuing trapped animals, stuff like that. It's really cool. I like it because it lets you get into another headset. As much as I enjoy high fantasy, I feel like it's more fun when you can put yourself in a headspace that you're just not already in. So getting into one of those. Plus, I'm a sucker for anything that lets you pretend to be adorable. But Animal Adventures also has their they had Gullet Cove was their first book, which I picked up, and then they had their second one, which was something Cove, I think. And I have every dog miniature they've ever made except for that one that was like a convention exclusive where it was the dog with the cat riding on top. And if anybody can find that, I will pay $100. No worries. I'm just gonna sit here and still try to level up Summit. Come on, buddy, you got it. Good boy. I got distracted there. Come on, buddy. You're almost there. I feel like once I get him to level 7, I'm going to try doing the gym fight. I think I tried once before and I got hit really hard. I wasn't expecting it. The cool thing about this one is that the difficulty is a little bit higher. Alrighty, welcome back. I was just chatting myself. But yeah, if you ever get the chance, heckin' good doggos. Highly recommend it. It's very good. It's nice when the games break away from the D20 or D6, pardon me, D6 resolution mechanic. I like it when it's a bit changed. You get stuck in a mindset when everything is D20 and D6. It makes things a bit more randomized. It's part of why I liked playing Call of Cthulhu so much. Like, it felt like a meat grinder, but at least you felt more like there was a bigger sway. Oh, come on, let's take a look. Summit. Honestly, I should be okay. Let me give this a shot. I'm gonna save first. Oh, you guys play see it too? Honestly, I think that's part of the fun of Call of Cthulhu is just how far can you get until you die. I actually helped, so there's a college near me that I ended up helping them design a Call of Cthulhu one-shot for. I think it was called The Man in Yellow. We ended up having to deal with like a tarot card reading that went awry. And so we had to use the cards to try to escape out of the scenario. We ended up losing very hard. I think somebody ended up like trying to burn one, which was not the right answer. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so yeah, I can't remember what his name was, but like whatever the man in yellow from typical like Call of Cthulhu lore, that's who it was. And so, like, his cards were, like, slowly zoning us out of the real world and into, like, this zombie-esque mindscape, which was not good for us. We were not prepared. Speaking of not prepared, geez, things hit like a truck. Pokemon. Swap in Blanche. Actually, I probably should have done Sartorius because of normal attack. It would have not worked on him. Yep. Should have gone into Sartorius. But I will do what I can here. That quick attack is going to make quick work of me, pun intended. Maybe I can survive to get one more Ember off. No, he's going to get me. I can feel it. Oh, no, wait, I might get it. Come on, come on, come on. You got him. There he is. Nice. Okay, they're going to be sending out that god-awful Noctowl. So I'm going to swap into Irwin and hope for the best. We actually named him Irwin because somebody in our current game caught a Feraligatr and named him after Steve Irwin. And it turns out in the game we're playing, Steve Irwin is still alive, bless his heart. Come on, Irwin, you got this, buddy. That Noctowl has got some HP to him, man. Just gonna keep blasting water gun and hoping for the best. Come on, you got this. Last one, and then I'm switching you. Do I risk it for the bit? Oh, that's right, he heals. Oh, no. All right, come on. One last one. You can survive one more hit. There we go. And then I switch him. Who do I want to put in? Honestly, Sartorius, you're going to have to be my guy. Let one of my favorites save me. Come on. You can do this. Oh, no, that's a lot of damage. I think he's immune to hypnosis. I'll try for Smog and see if I can poison him. Okay, first non-attack. Fortunately, I'm just going to try to status condition him to hell and hope for the best. Yes! Poison! There we go. I got this in the bag now. We got this. We got this. We got it. Pokemon. What is Irwin's moves? Stats. We're going to swap in floor. That's the one thing that's harder with the older games is sometimes I forget what their moves were. Whoa! Just knock floor right out, why don't you? Okay, okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get back. Theseus, you got this, buddy. Take him out. Honestly, we're just going for a peck. Yes! There we go! Yes! We got it, guys! We won! That was a lot harder than it was supposed to be. It'll be a lot easier once I have some other moves to use. We did it! Huzzah! Yeah! And of course, Erwin learned another move too late. Whoa, Blanche is going to be super buff now. So yeah, if you haven't had the chance, this one's actually called Pokemon Crystal Legacy. There's a guy that does a really cool like Pokemon channel, and I'm not a huge Pokemon player, but since I'm playing that Pokemon game, I was trying to learn more about it, and it's actually really cool seeing all the OG stuff. The Zephyr Badge, no space. Mud Slap. Let's get this going. I'm definitely going to put that on Erwin, I imagine, because that's going to be good for him. Pokemon Pack. Mud Slap, use. Wait. Okay, yeah, Erwin's able to learn that. Elaine is trying to learn Mud Slap. Get a move. Which move should... Wait, did I just... No! No! God, no. You know what this means. We have to go back. Option. We had to load. We had to load save. No, I didn't want to have to do this. I feel so bad. We're going to have to redo the entire fight. No. This is what you get for just smashing A. I ended up losing the move that I wanted him to keep. Oh no. Come on, let's get this back on the train, shall we? I cannot, like, I'm so angry with myself. I cannot believe I deleted that move. We're gonna have to redo the fight all over again. Now I feel bad because I just, like, cheated the chat out of the win. Oh my god. See, this is why I'm awful when it comes to fighting games, because I'll just smash the same thing, hoping it'll work. And I just did the exact same thing here. God dang it. I'm so frustrated with myself. That was stupid. Now I have to fight his chonky ass knocked out all over again. Why didn't I switch to Sartorius? Yeah, quick attack is normal. Switch to Sartorius. He's immune to normal. I can't believe I've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. Come on. I'm going to go with Lick. Wait, it doesn't affect... Oh, no, it has Mud Slap. Why does it have Mud Slap? Why does it have Mud Slap? Seriously? Oh, God. Yep, I'm gonna have to switch him. That's not gonna be good for me. Switching Pokemon again. Blanche, can you take one for the team, please? Oh, man. This is gonna suck so hard. Okay, Ember. Come on. Come on, get a burn. Get a burn. No. They're gonna outspeed with quick attack. Yep, there he goes. Oh god. I'm so annoyed with myself. That was on me. Ugh. Why did I have to hit so fast? I got the victory. I got the win. Yep, I'm save scumming this. I am save scumming the heck out of this. This is me just being super annoyed with myself because I had that. I had it. This reminds me of all the times I've messed up just because I was going too fast. Come on, load. There it is. Let's try it again. As we run into danger once again. Chit chat, chit chat. All right. All right. I was loading up the TM to give it to Erwin, and I deleted the wrong move because it was the first thing in the thing. I made him lose Scratch instead of the move I wanted him to lose, so now I have to do the entire fight over again. Because TMs are one use only. So I wasted the TM. So now I have to do the whole fight all over again. This is why you don't mash A, folks. Just slowly let them talk, no matter how long they chat. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. And there goes Summit. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna... I'm gonna do something risky. I'm gonna roar to swap out to a stronger Pokemon. Because that one's burned. Which means if we can take out the other one, the Pidgey will be quicker to go. Let's see if this works. So, fingers crossed this works. If I can burn both of them, that'd be great. Nope. Swap into Sartorius. Come on. Come on, buddy. You got this. I believe in you. Don't go out like a chump. Smog. Come on. You poisoned him last time. You can do it again. Fingers crossed. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, at least you use Growl. I don't care about how strong the attack is. I just care about poisoning you. Come on. Come on. Fingers crossed. Get a poison in. No. Sartorius, you got like one last chance. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. He did it. He did it, guys. He did it. And he survived too. Oh, Sartorius, my MVP. Pops his berry, but since he's got the poison still, it doesn't get healed. So now I swap Sartorius because I do want him to level. Erwin, come and clutch, my boy. First try. Nope, that was not it. Oh god. Come on. So now we're just clinching on status effects. Come on. Come on, Erwin, you got this. You got taken out by a manatee, not an owl. You got this. Too soon, I know, but oh god. Come on, you got this, buddy. And I still got the Pidgey to deal with after this. I'm like, let's go risky and take the Noctowl out first. Come on, Noctowl get hurt by poison. Yeah, there we go. You love to see it. Look at him go down. And now we just gotta deal with a Pidgey. Just a Pidgey. We can handle a Pidgey. Oop, Erwin leveled up. He learned Rage, which I don't know what that does. I wish it would show you what the moves did. Pokemon. Erwin. Stats. Does it tell you what the moves do? Yeah, it doesn't tell you what their moves do. So I'm going to take a risk on it and see what Rage does. Not a lot, it seems. Fortunately, Erwin's got the level advantage on this one, so we're just going to wait out the burn and see what happens. As I slowly check moves. There we go! We got it. It only took 2 tries. So let's slowly listen to Faulkner talk. And then we'll figure out what the moves do. Now the hard part is, I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go to next. I'm gonna get lost. That was one of the things that I didn't like about the older games, is like not being able to tell where the heck I'm going, which I get. They're supposed to be like more exploratory, but it's a bit tough because the only map they got is just a bunch of lines. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this a lot slower this time, or else I'm gonna delete a move I actually care about. Okay, now let's see what the move does, because I'm kind of curious. Erwin stats. No, it's not stats. Move? That's what it is. Okay. Raises attack if the user is hit. Okay, so it's a setup thing. So it's weaker than Scratch, but the more times you get hit, the more times you boost, I'm guessing. So I'm definitely getting rid of Leer, because no. As long as I do it slowly this time. Teach it to a Pokemon. Erwin, you can learn this. Please don't hit the wrong one. Okay. Okay. Played an older move to make room. Yes. Which move should you be forgotten? Leer! I wish there was a confirmation for deleting a move, because that's what got me last time. There we go. And now I think I need to learn Flash, technically, because I need to get them through the cave. So I'm going to teach it to Floor, who doesn't have any other moves. So there we go. Now we save. Alright guys, let's go heal up and try to make our way through that awful tunnel. Oh, what's this? Professor Elm, we've discovered the thing is at the Poke Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? Okay. Well, rude. No goodbye. Nothing. Just hangs up. Heal first. Talk to you second. Sorry. Well, hopefully this is an awful stream for you guys, because I'm still learning how everything goes. I know one of the key points is no dead air, but it also feels weird when I'm talking to myself. But I also know that, like, part of my channel vibe is trying to not be obnoxious, because honestly, I hate it when you get those people who's like, hey, it's your boy, how you doing, yeah? And I'd rather just be more chill and have a conversation with folks. Let's see. Would you take the Pokemon egg? Yes. You can't carry any more. With you, I'll wait here while you make the room. Dang it. I'm gonna have to put Summit. I'm gonna put Summit in there, I think. I know Arcanine is really strong, or Growlithe is really strong, but I like Houndour pretty. So I'm gonna put Summit in there, deposit. And then I'll level him up a bit. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to. I'm awful, but I really want to power level Sartorius. So Blanche, I'm taking the XP share. Because Sartorius, you're one of my favorites. You're getting this. And now we're gonna go get this egg. And we'll find out what the heck this egg is. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright. Call him when the egg hatches. Alrighty. So let's take a look at our Pokemon. Egg. Just egg. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to move you to the top, because I think you'll level fastest. And then Sartorius can get some XP from you. So now the question is, where the heck am I going? Okay, here. Wrong one. Okay, here. Map. So I'm here. Okay, seriously, this is how you're going to do this? I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. So I'm just going to guess and try going left. The egg hatched already? Jeez. I guess they sped up the hatching rate. Is that a fucking Togepi? Holy shit! It's a freaking Togepi! Alrighty. I'm gonna feel so bad about this, but his name's gonna be Benedict. How do you spell Benedict? Bened. Okay. Oh. Benedict. Oh wait, lowercase. I always forget to make it lowercase, and it's just like I'm shouting their name. Benedict. Fortunately, it meets that. And end. Benedict the Togepi. Let's do this. What moves do you know, Benedict? Growl, Charm, and Metronome. I know Metronome can be ridiculous. So let's do this. Switch. I'm going to switch you with Floor. So technically, I got to call the professor. And let me do that. Because I know if I'm going to... Don't do it now. I'm going to forget. All right. So now I know what I got to do. Got to go back to hometown. If I can remember how to get there. Let's see what metronome pops. Wait, what? What? Oh, you know I'm catching you. Okay, let's see if metronome hurts us in this. Psychic? Oh, fuck. It's gonna die. Okay, no, I'm good. I know, like, I have to catch that. Like, I'm gonna be so mad if it accidentally, like, self-destructs. Haze. Is that the one that just removes status effects? Okay, all stat changes. Yeah, I'm not risking anymore. I'm swapping this. Uh, who should I use? They're all kind of high level. Um, maybe Theseus, so I can just try to peck it once. Come on. Just give it like one peck. Actually, how many bags? How many balls do I have? How many balls do I have? I'm gonna be so mad if I didn't buy Pokeballs. I got 2 balls. Oh no. Okay. I can't risk doing it while he's still in the green. 1 peck. No, no, wait. Do I want to do peck with peck? Fingers crossed. Come on. Don't knock him out. Do not knock him out. No! No! Oh no. Dang it. Okay. No. Pokemon swap. Okay. We're doing this. Theseus, switch. We're putting Sartorius in the front. And he's just gonna lick things. I'm not leaving now until I get another Poly. Nope. Walking away from you. I don't want you. How? Oh, man. A Poliwag. Oh. Actually, I got money. Why? I'm going to go get more Pokeballs. God. Oh, my God. I'm so dumb. It's like, oh, come on. It was a Poliwag. I could have had that. Okay, come on. Where's the Pokemart? I'm getting balls. Give me Pokeballs. How may I help you? Give me Pokeballs, please. Just give me all of the Pokeballs. Just 10 of them. 10 Pokeballs, please. Oh my god. I'm so annoyed. I could have, if I had more Pokeballs, I would have risked just throwing Pokeballs at it. Oh. Thing is, Poliwhirl is super good too. Because it goes Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and what's the last one? Oh man. Poliwag, Poliwhirl. I know the like crown one is called Politoad. No, not another bug. Sorry, buddy. We all know bug types are shit. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's your type. I'm running away from you. I caught one just so I could have something until I could catch something else. Oh my god, they're gonna be everywhere. I definitely need to work on the overlay for the next time. That's something I'm definitely gonna do. This was mostly me just trying to match the channel aesthetic with the okay, okay, Zubat. I guess I can catch one of you. I need one for the completion decks anyways. Fuck! Oh, that's not good. You're too strong. Sartorius. We're gonna accidentally kill everything that we're trying to catch, aren't we? Alright, you got a Bellsprout. Okay, they're just gonna run. I think what I'm gonna end up having to do is just like smog and hope that I can like get a status effect on it and not kill it. If I can catch one, like it's gonna be my luck that I got one off the bat first time, and now I'm gonna be running around just going, "Here, Poliwag, Poliwag, please come back. Forgive me, it won't happen again." Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. And then fucking ghastly. It was funny. I was literally in Sprout Tower, just running around on the top spot for like 10 minutes back and forth trying to get one. And now they're all coming out of the woodwork. Okay. I'm gonna have to catch you just so that I can have done it. So let's see if my smog plan will work. I'll test smog off on you. Okay. Smog works. And it gets like nothing back. Cool. So let's use smog again. I made the mistake of I over-leveled my Pokemon, so now when I have to go back to an area, I don't have anything weak enough to catch them. Oh my god. I made the noob mistake. Come on. You got this, buddy. Come on. Man, I just realized it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here. But I'm actually talking with people, so I don't want to end the stream too early. Come on, Smog. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on, you got this. You're just gonna keep leech lightning. One more should do it. Come on. I just need to get you in the yellow. You're level 4. You shouldn't be that hard to catch. Yeah, I think once I reach 2 o'clock, I'm gonna cut this. This was honestly just supposed to be a test stream, but then some people started talking. I was like, oh well, I got people talking. I'm gonna put a little like vote thing on the channel in a second, actually, and hopefully people will tell me what time would work for them for tomorrow then. So, 1 second. Switch account. But yeah, this was honestly just a test stream, but I had to have it live to figure out how it works, but people started coming on. I'm honestly excited that it actually didn't go bad. Uh, let me do a post voting poll. Add poll options, text, add option, add option, add option. Going to be doing a stream tomorrow. Playing Pokemon. Probably should put the date because tomorrow is just way too open-ended. 3/11 technically. 24 Pokemon. And talking TTRPGs and life. What time is good for folks? As I just pretend that people will respond to me like an old person on Facebook. Let's try 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Why ask? Just play all day. Hope if I spelled day correctly. And then I'll post that. There we go. Oh, nice. Well, if you're looking for some late night streamers, that's gonna be my role. My work schedule is really weird. I work Thursdays to Sunday, and it's almost all like afternoon to late night. So my week, beginning of the week, is usually open. But here's hoping I can be your late night streamer friend then. But please tell people, hopefully, if you can put it in the comments or anything, like any comments you might have of how to improve this. This was my first time doing this, so I'm still learning a lot about how to do a stream. I'm gonna cut this off as soon as I get a Poliwag, because I cannot go to bed without catching one of those. I will be annoyed. Well, there we go. Zubat. We're excited for Zubats, I guess. Honestly, if you can come, I would actually like it. Well, this is my first time trying, so I'll take that as a monumental comment. Or compliment. Honestly, if you come in tomorrow, please tell me more about Candle Obscura, because I've been seeing bits and pieces. I just haven't picked up the book. I'm not a critter. Like, not that you have to be a critter to like their content. It's just wasn't something that immediately jumped out at me. But I'm honestly curious a bit about it. Nope. Another Zubat. I try to nickname all my Pokemon, but like I'm not nicknaming the Zubat. I know for a fact that I'm not gonna have it in the team. I honestly, a player's perspective is probably the perspective I want to hear from, because if you're DMing, you probably already love it. Either that or you've been bribed. Come on, Polly. I would love, because he's like a fighting water type, and they're so good. And I know that he's gonna come in handy. Another Bellsprout. Yep. It's gonna be ironic that I caught one super early, and now I'm just gonna be running in the round in the tall grass. You're gonna do this to me all day, aren't you? Come on, buddy. Come on. The Ghastly. Where were you guys when I wanted you earlier? The thing is, I don't even think I'm gonna finish the decks in this either. So it's just gonna be me. I just wanted to catch that one because I felt bad that I didn't catch it. Oh, you're gonna annoy me. Come on. I don't want you. And a Noctowl, which I already have. Or Hoot Hoot. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that's a really lazy naming convention. It's like if we named Houndour Bark Bark. Just gonna run from you. Oh my god, come on, just give me the poly. Poly, poly. I know you're in here. You're seriously gonna be just all the time now. Okay. I'm definitely doing a hard cutoff at 2. But as soon as I can as soon as I catch a poly, that's when I'll stop. That promise we always told ourselves. Ah, see, there it is. It knew I said I was gonna go to bed if I caught one. Alright. It's a female poly too. Promise, what am I gonna call it? So fight. Let's do smog. Hope that it doesn't kill it. You know what, Francis? Just one more turn. What is this, Civ? I will let you name this poly if I catch it. What name should I give it? It's a female polywag. I could always call it Francis for the irony. Okay. You want me to call it Zelda? Deal. Alrighty. Fingers crossed. We got this, guys. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we got it. Zelda the Poliwag. Here we go. I'm gonna have to put it on the team now because you're gonna come in tomorrow, and if I don't have Zelda on the team, I'm gonna feel like a liar. Poliwag. Give a nickname to Poliwag. Yes, we are going to call you. I'm a man of my word, after all. Zelda the Poliwag. Well, the thing is, now I have to catch something and call it Link. But you're going to come in next game, and the first one I catch when you chat is what I'm going to have to name Link. So it'll have to be a boy. But there we go. Now I'm just gonna You know what's gonna be funny? If the first thing I catch is an Abra. No, actually, I will hold off that I reserve naming rights for the Abra to be something else. But if you're in chat tomorrow and I catch a boy, we'll call it Link. But I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna save. Okay. But on that note, it is 1:53 here. I am going to save. It has been awesome chatting with all of you friendly folks. Hopefully you've enjoyed and just shooting the breeze with me, talking TTRPGs, random Pokemon things. And I would love it if you guys could join me in the future. Because I get Wade's number. So let me save here. And I will cut off there. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. Get some rest, have some fun, and build better worlds. Yes, I'm stealing the Wayland Yutani symbol. Alrighty, guys. Bye. Good night.